Okay, y'all. What day is it? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And we're off and walking. Okay, folk getting their lawn done, so you'll hear all the lawn machines in the background. Okay, guys, how are y'all feeling? It's another walking day. Let's do this. Hey, question. For you guys who are going to be doing decorations for Christmas, have you started now? Do you think it's too early? I think it's fantastic time now because you'll get to enjoy your tree and all the pretty lights at nighttime. And I like to make the house dark and just cut the lights on and just sit there and look at the lights blink. Oh, it's just so pretty, so calming. So when do you guys start putting up your decorations? When? If it was up to me, I would do it December. Not December. I would do it November, maybe November the 15th. Yeah. So, my husband, he likes me to do it Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving, really the day after. But I'm not going to wait that long. I think I'm going to do it this weekend. So, yeah. And like I said, some of my neighbors have already started putting up their decorations. I just enjoy driving through the neighborhoods, looking at all the pretty lights, and yeah, it was on the news the other day. Some kids went in a neighborhood and vandalized some of the folks' decorations. And one guy was talking about how he had to go and get another Santa because his daughter really liked the Santa. And I'm thinking, come on, guys, why would you do that? Why would you go to someone's home and vandalize someone's property? That is just ridiculous, but that's the kind of world we live in, you know? But yeah, it is absolutely beautiful out here. I'm taking my walk now. The work system kept going down, so I was like, okay, perfect opportunity to go and take a walk now instead of waiting. So here I am, and this camera is looking kind of off. I don't know what's going on here. Let me see if I can make any kind of adjustments. Not sure, but anyway, yeah. So you guys ready for your walk today? You ready to get out there and bike? You ready to get out there and do your tennis, pickleball? Any pickleball players in the house? So, yeah. Are you guys going to do any kind of additional self-care, like maybe massages? Are you going anywhere for the holidays where you're just going to go in and relax with family? Maybe to a resort, a nice cabin? What are you guys' plans for the holidays? Plan on getting away, doing anything? Some people I know say that, they just pack up and leave town and not even go, visit family or anything. It's just a vacation. Some people like to cruise during the holidays, do a nice cruise. Or some people will fly over to an island. Must be nice, right? To be able to do those kind of things. Really nice. But yeah, any kind of plans? I've been hydrating today. I've been doing my water thing today. So I'm kind of proud of myself. I need to stay on top of my game when it comes to that. Yeah, there's nobody out here. That's when I love to walk, when it's real quiet and nobody's out. Well, for one, the kids in school, so I don't have to worry about them. Which my neighborhood is pretty quiet. Kids are out every now and then. Oh, I remember when I was growing up, we used to love to be outside playing hide and seek and hopscotch. Y'all remember hopscotch? Oh, I used to love to just draw the little hopscotch in the middle of the street, and we would do that. We would jump rope. I never learned how to double dutch. Any double dutchers in the house? Any double dutchers in the house? But yeah, we played kickball for hours. I tell you, we just could not sit in the house. My mom was like, get out that door. But make sure you're what? Bike in before the lights come on. So we had to make sure we were bike in before dark hit. You know, the street lights came on. But these kids, they won't go outside. They're just constantly in front of a computer all the time, you know, and they need to get out and be active. And we need to be promoting them to get out and be active because, you know, you don't want them carrying around extra weight. So, we want them to be active just like we are. So, it's one lady out here. I always see her walking with her little son. He's so adorable. And I told her, I said, you got the best walking partner ever. And he always smiled. But he walks faithfully with his mom. And he looks to be about, I'll give him about 10, 9 or 10-ish. But yeah. And then I see another couple. And their kids are on their bikes. They ride ahead of them. When they walk in the afternoon, sometimes I'll come out in the afternoon and walk and I'll see them. So there are a few families I see out. Oh, this one family. They're joggers. And the kids be keeping up, and they're about, I'll say between 10 and 13. Yes, about 3 of them, 3 kids. I think it's 2 boys and 1 girl. But their dad, he be getting it in. He be going for it when he doesn't have them with him. He's all into it. But I like the fact that I see him with the kids at least 3 to 4 times a week, and they're jogging together. So I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool because, you know, we have to keep our kids active. We don't want them just, you know, humdrum in front of some TV and a computer. They need to get outside and, you know, really understand about enjoying nature and also being healthy, moving their bodies. So that's important. We got to be good role models for our kids, you know, even with how we eat. You know, I have some really bad habits because of my mom. Yeah. You pick up you pick up some of those habits, but I just can't totally blame her for everything. But it's certain things I saw her eating. I was like, I'm gonna eat that too. And then I just started kind of going overboard with it. One of the things I had to learn how to get away from was cheese. I love cheese, but I didn't realize that cheese has a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? It can cause a lot of mucus buildup in your system, and I didn't realize that. I was talking to someone one day and they was telling me about it, and he was like, yeah, if you can kind of like, you know, decrease the amount of cheese you eat, you're gonna see a difference. And I'm thinking, yeah, whatever, that's not gonna happen. And I wasn't even trying to stop eating cheese, but something occurred and I stopped for about, I'm gonna say maybe about 3 to 4 months, and sure enough, I could see a difference. Now I still eat cheese, but it's you know, every now and then. It's not anything consistent because, like I said, at one time I was eating cheese daily eating cheese. I would buy the cheese strings, and I love cheddar cheese, mild cheese, sharp cheese. Yeah, I would just eat it all like a little mouse. And yeah, so that was one of the things I started cutting back on. Big cheese eater. I love like yellow grits. I like yellow rice. And so at one time I was cooking fish and grits all the time. So I eventually started doing baked fish, and I still would eat grits, but it was like baked fish. And I know this is gonna sound gross, but I like okra and tomatoes with grits. Oh my god, that is so good. But yeah, so I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm just trying to walk and carry on a conversation with you guys and keep this thing strolling, keeping it moving right along. Yeah, I don't went from Christmas to talking about fish and grits, okra and tomatoes. Isn't that something funny? One of my church members called last night, and she was like, "Dee, do you like sweet potato pie?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." She was like, "You do?" "I do. Every day. I love sweet potato pies." My grandma would sell sweet potato pies during Thanksgiving and Christmas as a form of income, and we would have sweet potato pies everywhere. Oh my gosh, they would be in the dining room, in the kitchen. We would have to bring out a big table and spread it, have it laid out in the kitchen. We would have like 3-4 tables full of sweet potato pies. It would be a madhouse. And then my mom would pack them up in the car, and then we would go make deliveries. But hey, you do what you gotta do to bring in that income. So learned at a young age, there's ways to make money. That's why I tell people, we all have an entrepreneur in us somewhere, deep down in us somewhere, So there's no such thing as you don't have any kind of creativity about yourself, that you can't make extra income. I saw my grandma sewing. She would sew for other people. And I did purchase a sewing machine. I actually took sewing for like 3 years, but I could never grab it. I could just never grab the niche for the pattern thing. And she could sew without patterns. I could just never, that just wasn't my thing. That wasn't my jam. I enjoy, looking at the different fabrics and that type of thing. But for as the measurements and pinning the pattern down, the material down on the pattern, and cutting it all out and all that kind of stuff, I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, I did it because I took a class, like I said, for 3 years, but it just never stuck with me. So yeah, and I ended up giving away my machine, and I never went back and tried to pick it up again. So yeah, what kind of hobbies do you guys have? What kind of hobbies do you guys have that you may have started out with small and as a small child and just kept it up? Any seamstress in the house? Any bakers? Were you baking? Carpenters, cabinetries, painters. Oh, that's another thing. We would have to paint the house every year. My mom would have us outside painting the house every year. So that I enjoy. So I don't have a problem painting around the house, brushing things up here and there. So that's not something hard for me or difficult. I enjoy that. I don't want to do a whole bunch of it, but yeah. Y'all, it is so pretty out here. It is so pretty. I think they say Thursday and Friday is supposed to be a little cool, like in the 60s, but that's not bad. We started talking about you hitting the 30s, even the 40s. I don't think I'm coming out in the 40s either. But the 60s, I'm still here. I'm here even with the 50s. But yeah, you start getting too low. Nope. Okay, guys, so I'm at 14 minutes and 46 seconds. Okay, I'll walk a few more seconds and take you guys on the 15 minutes, and I'm going to finish up my other 15 minutes and get on bike so I can get back to work. Hopefully the system is back up and working again. Okay, don't forget to get out and walk and enjoy yourself today, okay? All right, guys, until next time, continue to grow and glow. Take care. Be healthy.